5 minutes. Did you download this Jam by any chance?
It wasn't working on my PC, Prashant. I tried downloading it after the previous class.
Working in the sense you could install it?
No, I couldn't. So actually,
Okay.
I'm in my yeah. Actually, I'm out of my town.
Okay,
So I
okay,
thought,
okay.
yeah, after
No
going
issue.
there, I can install in
No,
my.
that's not a problem. I can, that's not actually, maybe some, if you find some issues, we can resolve, I'll show you how to resolve it. But
Sure,
that's
sure.
the way you can, or I'll show you today how to open it and all these things. And later on, you can do all the, yeah,
Yes,
it's
yeah.
not a big problem. But are you comfortable so far what we have done?
Yes, I'm comfortable and I'm able to understand.
Okay, but you are practicing, right?
Yes.
Okay. Because actually thing is, the queries are very important. There are a lot of things in SQL, but your concentration will be more on the joins and all these queries, how to join tables and all these things. So
Yeah.
that's what is required when you will be going in data analytics, right?
Yeah.
And all of you will be going for data analytics also, right?
Yes. Uh,
Okay, so that time it will be very useful. So let's wait for 5 minutes and we'll start. Okay. Yeah.
sure, sure. Yeah.
Hi, Prashant.
Oh, hello, Srija. Good morning. Hello. She,
Yeah, good morning.
Rohit. Hello, Rohit. Good morning. So we'll start in 2 minutes. Let's see if anybody else joins. I think Santosh is. I think Srija was not there last time, I believe.
Yes, Prashant. I was not in station, so
Okay, okay, okay.
couldn't
No
attend.
issue. But did you get chance to go through
No,
recording?
Prashant, I couldn't. I had work all this week, so
Okay,
today I
okay.
will check.
No problem. So I think you have recordings, right?
Yeah, that's what. Today I will be checking the
Yeah,
recordings.
yeah. So that's okay. Like we can continue today. There is no connection of what we did last time
Okay,
to what we are going today. Okay, so there is no issue as such. But
okay.
try to go through all the things, and I hope you'll understand it.
Yeah. I'll go through the sessions, two classes, I guess.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think
Uh,
you
Once I
can
have
just,
doubt or something, I'll get back to you.
yeah, no issue. No problem. So today what we are doing will be like kind of, there is no connection as such. So
Okay. What we are gonna do today, Prashant? I mean,
I
different from
think
SQL.
here rest of the queries, I think we have done most of the things last time only, like all the some functions plus some joins and all these things, some complex queries and all. And
Okay.
we'll see some functions today which will be useful for you. And
Okay.
then I asked them to download a XAMPP app. So that also we'll discuss so that you can work on directly on MySQL. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So you can practice on that. Actually, this is for learning purpose, online SQL. But most of the functions will work in the actual MySQL. Some
Okay.
of the functions, because this is a test environment, all some functions may not work. So last time we did how to create tables and all these things. So you can create tables on the actual database. Okay.
Okay.
And then you can work on it. You can create a data also. So that all. So I think we can start. I think Santosh will be joined later. Most of you are there. So I'll just share the screen. Okay, so I'll share my screen. So I'll be sharing some documents later on with you. Okay, we go through it. I think one already I have shared, right? One
Yeah,
presentation.
Prashant.
Okay, so that contains most of the queries and still few other queries. Actually, thing is mostly we'll be working on DML, data manipulation language. Data query language, not much on, DDL, that is data definition, creating tables and all. Because when you're working as a data analytic, in analytics, all tables will be already there. So those will be, but still you should know this command, that's all. So I think last time we have done addition of column, alter table and all these things we have done, right? So, Rohit, Munni, last time we have done all these things, right? Altering tables.
Yes, yes, Prashant.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
So renaming the column and all these things. So you can try all these things. Okay. Modifying the column. So basically modify is to, you can modify the column with some other like type, like I want to change the column type. So you can increase the column length and all that. So you can do it with modify column with the alter table. So alter table is kind of DDL command. Okay. So these things you can try renaming the table, drop the column, and all these things we have done last time. So I'll share these things with you later on. Okay. And you have to practice it on your own. But don't give much this thing on for this because this is all like you won't be doing, but you should know this command. That's all right. Mostly you will be working on select queries. Okay. So you be very good in select joins and all these things are very much required. Group by things I told you. So that will be more required for you as an data analytics person. So try to work on those things. Okay, so now we'll see some functions which I think we have already seen some functions also, right? Last time, Rohit and Nandini, you
Yeah,
have, right?
Prashant.
So I think you have done substring, right? What we have done last time, substring. Did you try this? Okay. So substring is kind of, I think we have done this, right? Anybody?
We have done trim.
Trim you have done, right? Yeah, I mean substring also we have done. So I'll just for Srija, just paste his queries just for revision. Let me see, it works. Yeah, so it works. So these are the kind of queries we for substring, finding out a basically what we are doing is we are extracting substring. So what is how it works is, suppose I am doing substring function for last name, it will be from index 2, that is your second character. So what is the second or last name is O, right? So O till total number of five characters. From O till five characters. Now we have O till two characters only. I can see here OE here. Okay. But where you'll see five characters, like this Robinson, we have five characters, right? So it will start from two, that is O, and go till five characters, like OBINS, right? So I can see here OBINS. Okay. So Reinhardt also same thing, from second character till five characters. So EINHA. Correct? I can see substring here, right? ENIH.
Yeah.
Are you clear? So take a substring, we can take a substring of any field as such, like from starting from second character till five characters. Okay? Clear? Any doubt? Trim function we have seen. So trim function will remove the leading and trailing spaces. Okay. So all these things these are very simple functions. You can find a character length. Don't worry if it is not working on the SQL editor, it will work on the MySQL. Okay. So just remember these things. Okay. So it should character length should return. Let's see if it works. If it's not working, basically you can you can try it on MySQL editor. So any of you have downloaded XAMPP? Rohit has downloaded or no?
Oh, no, Prashant. I have MySQL.
You have MySQL?
Yes.
Okay. So you can try this command on MySQL. I'll show you on XAMPP. XAMPP is I'm comfortable in XAMPP, so I download XAMPP. If you're comfortable in any other SQL, MySQL, you can download it. But XAMPP is also good. XAMPP works well. Okay, so
I
this
have downloaded. I have so Prashant, I have downloaded.
it is working.
Yeah, it is working.
So you have downloaded XAMPP, right?
XAMPP. Yes.
Okay, and you started your Apache server and SQL editor, SQL server, right?
Yes. Yes.
And
Yes.
when you go to that PHP myadmin, you can do all.
PHP localhost PHP
Yeah,
myadmin.
localhost PHP myadmin. Yes.
Yeah.
So you can start your server and go to look. I'll show you this demo. Let's finish up these things. Then we'll go to that. Okay.
Okay.
Now we have a mathematical function that we have already once seen, count function, right? So mathematical function are like count function, which we have already seen. Like we have already used these functions in our previous queries. Okay, so count function will count the number of records. Okay, so we quickly go through it. So basically it will count the number of records. So select count of first name as, okay, sorry, as is not required from customer. So when you're copy pasting, no, there will be some things we have to remove it. Sorry, count of, select count of, just a minute, count of first name from customer. So count will basically has to count the number of records from the, if something is wrong here. Can you fire this query on your machine? Count, just count, simple count function. Is it working or not? Okay. Just simple count query, count star from. Okay, I'll type this query. So select count star from customer. So basically it will do count of the function. Okay, count means it will count the number of records. That's all. Okay, so 5 records. Okay. Okay, so that is the function you can use for counting max, max amount, all these things, right? Are you max age and all that, you can do it, right? Are you clear? You can max, mean. I think we have already used some functions out of this max age from customer. So I will find the maximum who is having maximum age 31, right? Max, mean. Okay. So all this function you can try. These are the mathematical functions. Are you okay with this? Everyone? Sum of set of values. Okay. Everyone is clear? You can do it, right? All these things. You can do all these things, right? It's very simple queries. Okay.
Yes, Prashant.
Anybody has any problem? Anybody any doubt about these functions? No, no. Yeah, it's simple functions. So basically, when you have something with a function, it will have opening and closing bracket. Just remember this. Okay, these are called functions. So these are inbuilt mathematical functions. Then we have round function. So can you figure out what is the difference between round and truncate? Anyone? Can you run these queries and check? I don't know, it should run. Can you check these queries on your machine? I want to truncate and I want to round. What is the difference? These are very important things because you will be using such queries. Srija, are you getting what I'm saying?
Yes, yeah, I'm getting it.
Okay,
I
so
mean, these functions, few of them, I mean, I think it's like Excel, the
yes,
names
yes.
and
So
all.
it definitely, yeah, you are right. It is like Excel only. So rounding will round to nearest integer, right?
Yeah.
So if you say 375, it will round it to 38. If you say truncate, it will go to 37. That is the difference. So it will truncate this list of the decimals. And in the rounding, it will round it off. Rounding 75 to 80, right?
Prashant,
Yeah.
in rounding also you get truncate only.
What happened?
In presentation, in round also you get truncate.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Yeah. So this is round. Good. Maybe in editing, I forgot to remove this. Okay. So round is rounding off. Okay. And truncate is truncating. Are you getting it? I'll just save this. Okay. So round will be rounding off to nearest integer. So is it working on your machine or no? Okay, so this will work on your this thing. Okay, fine. That we'll see later. Some functions may not work, but this is the output basically. So we'll try to work it on your actual MySQL on XAMPP or any other thing what you have done. Okay. So I'll show you that. Let's finish off this function, then we'll go to that MySQL. Okay. Just remember these functions. So basically, when you go to Oracle, it will be like from dual. You can type it as from dual. So all the SQL, every SQL has different syntax, but rounding function is same for all, right? I can use round function in Oracle also. I can truncate function, round function in MySQL also. Okay, are you clear? Okay. So I think that all these functions are like date and all. Uh, Okay, so that may not work. So what we'll do is, I'll just show you all these things on Jam. So anyone has got, anyone, I think Rohit is having this, right? Who is having Jam right now? Anyone has downloaded?
I have.
Prashant,
Yeah,
Prashant, this is something which we have to download, is it? I mean,
yes. So okay, I'll show you how to do, I think you are not done. So what you have to do is, you go to Zamp site, okay? So
okay.
Zamp is like kind of, you just Google Zamp, okay? Google Zamp, and then you will see Zamp Apache server site. Okay, in that you can yeah, I'll show you.
It is a free site or, I mean,
Yeah, it is
paid one?
open source. So don't
Okay.
worry. You have to not have to pay much. So Zamp download. So go to download Zamp. Okay, I think I showed you. So just 64-bit, I believe everybody has the 64-bit. So can download this version. Okay. Windows, anybody has got Mac OS also, you can download it. Okay. For Apple. For Windows, you can download this version. Okay. And then after that, you will get down in download folder, you will get some, you know, you will in the download folder, you will see something like this, some application. Okay. For this, I think I remember to check this. So you'll get application like XAMPP, like this. Okay. Are you clear?
Yeah.
Once you download it, you will see like XAMPP dash Windows x64, all the 8.2 version and all these things. Then you have to run this thing, so it will get installed. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all. Then what you'll see is like this. So I'll just quit this. Then I'll go to start. I'll try to put this XAMPP here and open it. So when you open it, it will show you this window basically. Everyone will be. So today after this class, you can download it and show you how to do. Now you'll see something like this. Okay, clear? Okay, so basically you will see Apache Server, MySQL, FileZilla, Mercury, and Tomcat. So basically we are interested in Apache and MySQL. Clear?
Okay. So you have to download both, is it?
No, no, this will come when
All
you open
together.
XAMPP,
Okay.
all these things will come.
Okay. Okay.
All these things will be there. So when you open XAMPP, you will see some control panel like this. Then you start Apache server.
Hmm.
Some machines may give some problems because at port, that particular port, no, something is running there, it will give issues. Now attempting to start Apache service. So once this service is started, you can, it will ask for some, all this kind of things. But try to start it as an administrator if you can work. So you'll see this port at port 80 it is started. Okay. First you start Apache server. Now you go to you go to Google and type HTTP and then see localhost. Okay. When you type localhost, you will see like this XAMPP, Apache, and all these things, right? When you go to localhost dash, it will come at the dashboard. Okay. So you'll see all. What that means you are.
Chalo.
Hello. Yeah, hello.
Yeah, Prashant. Can hear you.
Actually, my machine got some issues. So I just logged in from the device.
You're not very clear, Prashant.
Yeah. Actually, thing is, my machine was some issues with my machine. I believe. Hello.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Now we can
Yeah.
hear you. Yeah.
I can. Okay. Because what happened is, my machine got some reset. Got reset.
Okay.
Are you able to hear me?
Yeah, Prashant.
I'll just start it. Okay. Are you able to listen? Hello.
Yeah, we can
Yeah,
hear you.
Prashant, we can hear you.
Okay, just I'm starting my machine. If possible, try to download it. You have time right now.
Yeah.
Uh, if you are with your machine, I mean with your machine, then you can download it. Those with mobile, then you can do it later. Okay. So I'm starting my machine. It will take some 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Okay. So by the time you just try to download this XAMPP, okay, and try to install it. If as we have a time right now until my machine is started again. Okay, I think it is started now. Let me connect again. Okay, I think I.
Recording in progress.
Okay, so now I'm connected. Can you hear me? Hello.
Yeah, we can hear you, Prashant.
Okay, okay. So basically, what it does is you'll see some. Okay, let me share my screen again. Okay, so screen is loading. Let's. Okay. So basically, you'll see something like this. Then I'll start this Apache server, which is running on port number 80. Then you start the MySQL server. Okay. So it will say attempting to start MySQL service. Just wait for some time. Till the service is started, you'll see the port number also here. Once, so wait for that. May take some time. Okay, it will give something like this. You want to have to make changes in your device, you say yes. Okay, then it will start. Status change. Now you see here 3306. See the port number where it is the service is started. Clear? Okay, so both services should be running. Apache server also. Okay, and MySQL also. So now you'll see MySQL is running on the 3306. So you should not get something red here, okay? When you're starting, it should not give any errors because some machines, it may give error, some service is already there or something, or port number is busy or something like that. So probably some machines may give error, but generally it should work. Okay? Are you clear?
Yes, Prashant.
Okay, so then you go to admin, click on admin here. Okay, then it'll open that SQL screen where you can do all your work there. Okay, so you can create your tables. Actually, I give you all the commands now to create a table. How to insert a data in the table. I think Srija might have missed something, but I'll share that with you. Don't worry. Or you can see the lecture. So, so what it will show is it will show you localhost with my PHP admin, PHP my admin. So in that you'll see the screen where you can create your database. Okay. So you can create your own database and then create tables. And you can run all these commands there. Okay. I'll share one document with you how to do all this thing. So whenever you are done with the class, you can in the spare time you can do all this activity. Okay. So it may take some time to load. Actually, my machine is CPU is memory issues. Actually, memory is getting full. I don't know. Okay. Anyway, that's why it is getting crashed. Okay. So you'll see something like this. Okay. Right. So I'll see. Click on databases. So you'll see some database. Certybox I already have created. You can create your own database like this. I have created Certybox database. You can create your own database with your name and just say create. Okay. So in that you can have SQL tab also. So SQL tab you can run your commands basically. See, when you type on you can run your queries here. So you can run whatever you want. Now we don't have any tables. So basically you can see I have created some tables, but you can create on your own. How do you create the tables? Okay, you have all the commands with you, right? Create table command and all. Okay, then you try to create some tables here. So right now what I can show you is how to run the commands. Okay, so I have created some tables like this. On the left hand side, you'll see customer. Okay, so you can create new table like this. Okay, and then basically you can create from GUI also. I can create from command also. Okay, you know all the commands of creating table. See, now you can type your field name here. Okay, then what is the type of field like integer, varchar, text, date, whatever you want. You can put the length of this, what is the default, all forget all this. So keep on doing this and then you can create the table like this. Okay. Or you can use create command. Okay. So already I have some table like customer. So how do you run the query? See, now I have a query like this, select star from customer here. So I can type a query here, select uh, I okay, what are the name? First name. Okay, so I'll take first name from customers. Okay. So how do you run the query? Just say control and enter. Okay. So it will show me this result. Sorry, something. First name from customer. Customers. Okay, it is name of. See, it will show you whatever the error here, like customers. My table name is customer and I am typed customer, so it won't work. Okay. So you understood, right? But see, once you fire a query, you can change. You cannot change the query. You have to type again new query. Okay. You can copy paste it, no issues. Okay. You can just copy paste it or you can type again from customer and control enter. So it will show you me see first name. I can see A B C D F D. So I can see the output here. Okay. Are you clear? Everyone? Right? Any doubt?
No, Prashant.
Srija, uh, Munni,
Yeah, Prashant.
uh, see,
Yeah.
these things are very simple, nothing great. Rohit, Munni, Praveen, or you can download these things, okay? And download this and start executing queries, what I have shown you in my PPTs. Okay, now Like some queries you said, we found that it's not working on your this thing, right? On your online editor, which will work here. Okay. So we go to this, paste the queries. Okay. So some error is showing. So what is the wrong? Select round. Okay. So what is you have an error in your SQL? Check the manual.
Semicolon.
Okay. So there is some syntax error in this. Okay. Okay. Let me check.
Semicolon.
Anyone can figure out what is the error? From dual it is required or something else? Let me check.
Semicolon last.
Any syntax error? I don't know. Let me check. Okay. So yeah, basically you can see now it is working. No. Okay, fine. Let me check other query. Maybe there's some that syntax doesn't work on this. So I think I have worked. It worked. I don't know why it is not working. Anyway, let's check other commands. Select concat. So concat, you can concatenate two things, A, B, C with X, Y, Z. I think it should work like this. I don't know. Control enter. Yeah, it is working. Okay. So see, if I use concat function, which is not working, right? On your SQL editor, now it has concat function is working like this. Right? ABC. I am trying to concat two things. So if you say like, so you can try all these functions, select, select concat on the tables basically. So I have customer table with, you can see what is the columns in the customer name on the left side. So I have age, customer ID, first name, last name. So I want to concat first name and last name. First name and comma. Then comma, I want to put suppose, okay, let's last name from customer, okay. So when you want to execute query, just press Control and Enter key, okay. Okay, now I should get result here. Yeah, see, I see the result like ABC XYZ because ABC is the first name, XYZ is last name. DFD something something. I put a junk data. So you can create all this work, use all these things, concat function you can use. Now we'll see other functions also. So which we are not working. Yeah, go ahead.
After doing this, can we replace the original data by the data which we received?
Original data means in sense which data you're talking about?
I mean the in the customer table. Can
Yeah,
we
yeah. What I'll
replace?
suggest, what I'll suggest you is when you go to online editor, okay, you will have some data in the table, right?
Yeah.
Same data you can try to put with create table here and put the same data in all the values there, okay? Or I think yeah, you can save all the queries of insert queries. Even if you delete that data, no, you can again insert the data again, right? So save all the insert queries, correct?
Okay.
In some notepad or something, and you try to run all these queries, it will automatically populate. Even if you delete anything, no, you can again populate it. Okay, right?
Okay.
So try to do all these things because you have to do a lot of practice. So I will go through some functions like which were not working. Like sorry, not this one. So functions you can try like truncate, round that were working. Okay, we'll select current date. I don't know. This should work. Current date is it will show you what is the date, exact date now. So select current date. There's some syntax. I don't know. Some syntax issue. Okay, I think that's current date will not work. Some error. Okay. So I think this, I checked it with something else. Okay, maybe semicolon. I'm not
I
sure.
think current underscore date.
No, 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 no. Per date is correct, but I don't know. Something is missing. I thought, let me check. Current date from dual is not there. Actually, SQL it is for Oracle it is working something different. Let me check other queries. Mm, I think these previous ones will be work. Yeah, this has no, this has not worked, right? Okay. Other things, yeah, this thing should work. Uh, Probably some wrong current date, current time. Okay, select current date. Just can you check it on Google? I think there is something is missing. Okay, so just correct those queries. Okay, current, yeah, current date.
You can try current under date underscore date. So that working.
Yeah, yeah, I think. See, you can always Google it if you have any. See, it works here like this. You can Google it whenever you want. Have any issues? No, now everything is available. Yeah, it is same thing. MySQL which should work. I don't know why it is not working. All these functions should work actually. Okay. Actually, I've tried this. I don't know why it is not working. Select current date plus one. Something is wrong. Is it working on your end?
Prashant, the current underscore date is working.
Working? No, this is also working. See, right? Oh, something was wrong. Okay, current date also will work. Current underscore. You said current underscore date, right?
Right.
Yeah, both should work. Actually, current underscore date, right?
Right.
That also should work. Anyway, and then semicolon, I believe. Okay, so control enter. Yeah. See the current date. You can see here. I don't know. Current date is it showing? Current date it was showing. Current date. For you it is showing current date. Anyone?
Yeah,
Yeah,
simply
it is
current.
showing. See 17 to 2004, right? See here.
Yep.
So you can use both actually. You can use current date also. You can use current date also. Clear? You can use both all these functions. Select current date also it will work. Okay. Current date and semicolon. Current date also. I see current date also okay. Okay. Both will work. So try all these functions on your own. So like current date, current time, current time. So current time is like current time. Okay. So if you say current time, it will show you the exact time, what time, sorry. So exact time, what is now, okay, it's coming from where? It is coming from basically server, okay. It will show you the time, per time. So all this function you try, it's very simple. I mean, nothing to teach in this. Okay, see now I see 8:42:29, okay. It's the current time. So these things, I leave it to you. Try all these functions, day, month, year. Clear? Everyone is clear? Suppose I want to take, okay, I want to find the day from this date. How do I do? So I can extract day from the date. So how do I do it? Okay, so what I'll do is select day of this. So no, again the solution. Select day of this. Maybe I don't know. My query is not correct. So you can extract day and day of that particular year. You can day or you can select month. Sorry. So you can select month also like this. Okay. Or you can select year like this. Okay. I think typo. Okay. Clear? You can select date, a day of the month. You can select year, or you can select month also. Okay, I don't know. Let's check. It's not working. Some queries. Just okay, just some errors may come, but you can try. Select say day. So day of suppose current date. Let me check this current date. Okay, then control enter. Yeah, let's see it is working. So these things you can just try on your own. All these things you create tables and insert a record. I think I have shared you how to do it. I don't know, something is loading, it is showing. So basically it should show all these things. Okay. So try to run these commands like day of the month. You can find out from day function, month function, year function. Okay. I don't know. It is slow. Some issue with my memory or CPU. Yeah, it is memory is too high. Okay, fine. So try to go through all these things. Are you any doubt till now? Anyone? How to run these things? Can you hear me? Hello.
Yeah, Prashant, no doubts. We can
Yeah,
hear
yeah.
you.
So basically try to work on these things, and I don't know, it is loading something. So basically what we are doing is actually we are running all these commands on SQL, MySQL. Okay. Just 2 minutes. Sir. नाही नाही ते जाऊ दे. काय रे पण. Okay. Uh, okay, this query has run. Yeah, I think it has run. See 17, I can see, right? So I am finding day of the per date. So today is 17, right? So it is showing me 17. That is a day. Clear? Anybody try to run these commands on their machines. Praveen, Rohit, Munni, I think Srija doesn't have that, but some of you have got right. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, Prashant.
Okay, so anyone did get the result on their machines? Praveen, Rohit, I think only two of you have got right.
Yeah, I'm trying.
So it is working or no? So try all these things command. You can try later also. Okay, just I'm giving you, so you can, try all this month, year, okay? Day, month, year, you can extract from the date. Okay? Okay, now we'll go ahead. So basically, we have if you have done Python, right? All of you
Yeah,
already
Prashant.
you have done Python previously.
Yes, yes,
Yes.
You know if condition, right?
Prashant.
Are you okay? Are you clear about that if condition?
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Srija, Munni, are
Yeah.
you clear? What if condition does is basically it will check for that particular condition and accordingly it will give you true or false result, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so similarly in SQL also you can put this if condition. Like suppose I can put the condition like if 500, I am putting just for simplicity, I am putting 500 is less than 1000 is true or false. It is true, right? Correct?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So this condition, if it is true, it will show me this result. If it is false, it will show me this result. Clear? Okay, I'll run this and we'll check. So all these things you can do it in SQL also. Okay, so how do you run the query? Select. Okay, select and then, sorry, select if. Okay, so how do you say select and then if. If now I'm putting condition here, I'm just putting simple condition of understanding. One is less than two. Okay, one is less than two is correct. I mean, that's true, right? So what I'll do is I'll put true here. True means just a simple output. Like I want to put true here. So I'll put true here and then I'll put false here. Complete the query, run the query. Okay, so what it should give me output? Anyone? You got this query or not? I am putting first if condition, the condition here, one is less than two. Then I am putting what I should display when condition is true and what I should display when condition is false. Clear? Anyone doubt? Any doubt? These things will be useful for you when you're doing some data analytics and all. So all these things will be useful for you. Okay. So basically, you will be requiring your job will become easy when you do all these conditions. You know how to form queries and all these things, how to function, how to use functions, how to use uh, count and sum function, how to do. So all these things will be useful for you when you do all these queries later. So try to remember all these functions, which will be like you can check the condition, right? So I'm checking condition on my table and then I am returning some true or false or whatever you want to do here. Okay, so I don't know, it is taking time for me, such queries. I don't know. There's actually probably I have some issues. Maybe that server. Actually, these things are running on the server. Okay, so
I
probably it's slow sometimes. Anybody is getting result?
Yes, but I'm getting the number. Not true or false.
Acha, you're not getting true or false.
Yeah,
So what is your getting?
for this query that you have written, it is showing 0. Not sure what is.
Acha, acha, okay, okay. It is showing output 0, right?
Yes,
And if you say 1 is greater than 2, what is showing?
let me check.
So everybody is clear on what we are doing? All are clear or no?
Yes,
How to use
Prashant.
one?
It's clear.
Yeah, because you're just similar to your Python. We are checking one condition. On if condition is true, I am displaying true here. If condition is false, I am displaying false here. In my machine, it is taking some more time. I don't know. Okay, some error it is showing. Okay, something is wrong in this. Okay.
No,
Select
when I'm using 1 is greater than 2, then it is means then also it is showing 0.
0. No, that is not correct. It should show you true this whatever you are putting here. Okay, your error in SQL syntax check the something is wrong. Okay. Let me check again. So basically, on this condition, you are checking. Okay, if this condition is true, then you should see this first statement. Okay, if condition is false, you should see second statement. What second text is that it this is the way it should work. Okay, so let me check again. Something is wrong. So just hold on. Select. If
Yeah, it is showing now.
it is showing,
Yes.
can you paste the query? See all of you. Okay, just can you paste the query what you did?
Yeah, for this it is showing true. It is showing false because 1 is not greater than 2.
Yeah, yeah, okay. But I don't know why it didn't work in my machine. Okay, I'm pasting your query. Select if. See, what is did here is if 1 is greater than 2. See, 1 is greater than, sorry. 1 is greater than 2 is false, right?
Yes.
So it should show false here. Okay, I don't know. My machine is showing. Okay, everybody's clear? Oh, it is showing loading. Anyway, so you understand the thing, right? Okay,
Yeah, it is showing both the ways. When
both the
I'm
way it is going, right?
yeah, when I'm when I'm making
So
3 is greater than 2, it's showing true, and
okay. So
else it's
yeah. So basically, you can use the conditions in if in the select statement. Okay, and you can display the result as per your like as per your condition is true or false. So these things can also can be used in your
maybe Prashant in your
you know.
machine. All the queries are above, like they are running. That's why it is loading only.
Oh no 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 no, not like that.
I have
See
made all them comments. That's why.
which queries you to these queries.
Above to this query, like the true and false query, all the queries that you have used, date and other things.
No, basically it should not run all the queries. See now here I see only previous query, right? Right?
Hmm.
So I'm not getting that cur date. I'm getting this last query. Cur, what I fired was this one. Okay.
Okay.
So it should only execute the previous query, not the uh, now whatever. Yeah, so it should not run all queries like in our PLS online editor. Online editor is different thing, and here we are executing one at a time only. So it won't work. Okay, some rejected connection server. See, you'll see the error here. So I do have my issues which is not with I think Rohit, right? Rohit has Rohit has executed, right? So this issue was not with Rohit, not it is with me, my machine. So it seems that your connection to server has been lost. Are you clear? So my connection to server is lost sometimes. That's why it is not working. So I'll stop my server. So these things you can just you have to manage. sometimes your server may not be working or something, because in this case we are not working as a standalone database. Okay. So Rohit, are you using XAMPP or are you using standalone? Uh, So if you are using standalone, such things will not happen. But if you are using server client based thing, then it may give some error like this. But don't worry about it. Maybe sometimes it may give some error like this. But you always check. There is some problem in your query or it is problem in your server. Okay. See, there is some message here. So okay. Basically, okay, I'll stop the server and start again and check. Okay. So, okay, but everybody is clear on what we are doing, right? Are you clear? All of you?
Yes, Prashant.
Okay, no issues, right? So basically, you can do all these things like conditions. Also, you can define your own functions. Okay, in like functions in this thing, right? Uh, Python, right? Correct. So you can create your own function like create function. Have you created any function in Python? Anyone? Or no?
Yeah,
So
we created functions in Python.
Python, no? So similarly, you can create function in SQL also. Okay. So like uh, you can create function add num. Okay. So I am passing two parameters a int b int returns int. Okay. Now I start a begin statement and end statement. Okay. So delimiter is this. My delimiter. So what is a delimiter meaning? Every basically every language, like every database has got different delimiters. So probably some language will have this delimiter, like colon, semicolon. Okay, so you have to specify the delimiter here, and then you can call this function. Okay, so we'll try to execute this function. So all these things are basic things you should know. So I mean, there are a lot of things, but at least some. Okay, I'll stop the server. Basic, whenever you are going in data analytics, you should know all these things. Okay, you may not be using all the things for sure, but you should know at least. Okay, like create table you may not use, you alter table you may not use, you know, some functions may not use, you may not create a function or whatever. But uh, you should know what are the like things available in MySQL, what are the basic things which are available in the MySQL. Okay, so can you execute this on your machine? Anyone? I'll just uh, I'll just paste you all this in the chat. Okay, this function, how to create a function. Okay, so you can create a function. Okay, just check it from your side. Everything is working. Actually, you should run this thing in administrative mode. I forgot actually. Otherwise, it will give lots of messages and you have to again. Okay, stop this. Okay, and then now you start the server again. Okay. And then you start the Apache server, then you start the MySQL server. Okay. So while starting and stopping, it may give some messages there because it is doing something on your machine, so it will ask for some permissions. So you can just say yes to those permissions, and then it will should start. Okay. There is some time to start. So just try to execute all these things, okay? And just those who are downloaded Sam, try to install it. Just take a 5 minutes break, okay? All of you. I think Srija and Munya, they are out or something. They don't have machines with them. So let others, like Rohit has got already. Okay, Praveen also you can try. Munni, do you have machine with you?
It is not working, Prashant.
Okay, no issues. No, you can do it later on. Those who cannot do right now, they can do it later on, no issues. But just understand how it is done. See, now I started Apache server and then you start MySQL server. Okay, first you start a Apache server and then you start a MySQL server. Then only you will be able to connect to MySQL. Okay, and then try to execute all the commands. But it will ask for some permissions. Okay. Or if you are administrator, you will run it as administrator, so it will not ask any permissions. Uh, okay, so it will start this MySQL also, and then it will see the port number. Once you get status is running, that means you should see status is running. Okay, here status change detected running, and you should be able to see some port numbers here. You'll get the port numbers also. So that means your service is working. Now you can execute your queries. Okay. Uh, okay. Now you can execute your queries. So you can again stop this and again start this. Okay. So you can close this. Then you can go to admin and start this. Okay. You can go to admin and then you can again start the service. This thing. Okay. You'll see that screen again. So just you can take 5 minutes break, try these things and try to, you know, we'll see again what next. So I think everybody's clear on queries and if you have any doubt also, okay. You can do practice on online editor and after that you switch to this actual MySQL and do all the things you want here, okay. Whatever you have done in the PLSQL editor, what you have done in the online no online SQL editor, you can try all the things here also. We create tables and then select queries and all these things, then joins, all these things should work here also. You can do practice on this MySQL, okay, on this particular uh, admin. On the server basically MySQL server.
Yeah,
My,
Prashant, this function
yeah.
is working for adding numbers.
Which one? Okay, function is working, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, let me show to others also because my machine is not that respond. So basically, you are creating a function like this. I think okay. So you are creating function like in Python also. So what you are doing in accepting A and B as the parameters, okay? A and B as the parameters, and then it returns the addition of these two numbers, okay? So basically, you are adding these two numbers, sorry, adding these two numbers, and then you are returning the addition to the calling program. So now, how to call the function? I would just select add num is the way you can call the function. Okay. So let me try and running this thing on my machine. So basically, what it does is it will call this function, and now I am calling the function from here. Select add underscore num. This is the function name. Okay. And then I'm passing these two parameters here, 10 and 12. So it should give me 22, right? So it should give me return
Yes.
22.
22.
Okay. So I think your Rohit has already got this result, right? Yeah. So all of you try all these things on your machines when you download the XAMPP. Okay. Download the XAMPP and try all the commands on your MySQL, actual database of MySQL. create some tables, all these things you can do on the. So today my machine is little slow. Okay, fine. So this is what I think from. Okay, we have one more hour that we'll discuss about other things. Okay, so tomorrow we don't have class. Okay, so tomorrow there won't be any class. So we are almost doing finishing today itself. Okay,
Okay,
if you
okay.
have any doubt, you can ask me right now, or probably let's see like. But I think these things are very simple and need only practice. I'll share you all more documents with you. Srija, you can listen to the lectures. Okay. Um, if you have still problems, then we'll see what. I mean, okay. I don't know.
Sure,
Today,
sure.
some, uh, issue with my so like this is happens with everybody. You will get a lot of errors you when you use group by functions and all that. So basically try to resolve these things. Okay. Try to understand what you're doing. Because this needs practice only. Because even if you know how to do it, there will be always a problem when you actually do it. Because practical and theory is different. Like theoretically you understand everything, but practically when you try and prove something, it gives some problems. That always happens, you know, everybody with everybody. Okay, so try to do these things. I'll just take 5 minutes break. You can also refresh and then we'll come back. Okay. Meantime, this may start in. Okay, so I'll take 5 minutes break. You can also take it. Refresh yourself. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so I am trying to execute this function on my machine. So everybody just, we are just creating a function on SQL, MySQL. So let's see how it works. So basically, you can try these things. Okay, create functions and all these things on your machine. Today there is some issue which looks in my machine. Probably. Okay. So I will select the database. So this is very user-friendly kind of GUI. So even if some error is there, you can find out where is it. Okay. So in not selecting a database, it won't work. Okay. So first thing is I create one database called as Certybox. Okay. You create your own database. When you create, and first thing is to create a tables, you need to first create your database. So this database will have your tables, basically. So I'll just execute the query again. See, just one thing you remember, once you execute the query, it's not kind of editor. You have to execute again on the prompt. Okay. Sorry. So, sorry. So execute the query on the prompt. So whatever you have done before, it is gone. Again, you have to do it. Okay. Just remember this thing. PLSQL editor is kind of online. That is different thing. But when you're doing actually on the machine, sorry. This is yeah. So when you're doing it on machine, you have to execute that query again. So just copy it again. And then again, see here prompt is there, no? This greater than sign, that's a prompt where you have to execute this query. Okay. So basically, we are trying to create a function and we are calling the function. That's all. So it will create the function. So, and it will call the function. Okay. So basically from SQL side, whatever is required for you, I try to like put more focus on what you are supposed to do. Okay, in data analytics. So I think you have covered most of the things. Like SQL is anyway very vast, but from the point of view of data science and data analytics, whatever things you should know. Okay, that will be more of the query side. Still, we have seen some DDL commands and so basically, you should know DDL means just creating a tables, creating, altering the tables, all these things. Basically, you should know. Basically, it's not may not be required in your field. I mean, when you're as a data analytics, you may not be doing all these things, but still, you should know how to create a table, how to alter the table, and how to add the fields, how to change the fields, how to delete the fields, how to modify the fields. That will come under DDL. Okay. Basically, there is always a DBA role is there whenever a database is there. If it is a big database, there is a role called DBA. Okay, that is database administrator. So that function of that role is kindly who is maintaining the databases, right? Okay, so I don't know, some error is showing, but I think Rohit, it is work for you, right? Okay, function is already exists. See, now the function is already created. But you cannot create the same function again. Did you get me? Everyone?
Yes, we just need to call the function.
Yes, exactly. So I think my previous command has worked and it has created a function, so I cannot create it again. So now you can just call the function like this. Okay. And then it will work. Everybody's clear? All are clear? What I'm doing? All are clear?
Yeah.
No, any doubt? First thing is you have to define the function and then you call the function, execute a function. There are two things. I think in Python you must have learned these things, right? First you're creating a function and you're calling a function. All are clear? Everybody's clear or no?
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Srija,
Yeah, Prashant.
yeah. See, two things are there. First thing is we are creating a function. Second thing is we are calling a function. First, we have created a function like create this command. Okay. Which command you have used for creating? Okay, now we see the output. Okay, it's loading. Anyway, my machine is having issue. Okay, so we have done created a function like from create function. And here in the down, we are calling a function from select query. Okay, there are two things basically. It is still loading. So basically, when you call the function, it should give output as what? What should be the output? Rija, you are by this function, can you what is the output you should expect? Munni, what is the output you should expect from this? Did you get Munni or Srija?
To add
All
the
the numbers
Yeah,
between
so
10 and
basically we should get 22, right? You are adding these two numbers, right?
yes,
The output should be return A plus B, that means 22. So when you this query is executed, you should get output as 22. Let's see whether it is 22 is there. Where it is. Yeah, see here, right? You got output 22, right?
yes.
Okay. Yeah. So I think we have covered we have covered most all of your SQL what is required and a more focus on just you have to do practice now. Okay. So we have done DML most stress we have put on select more focus is on more on the select queries. Okay, plus joins and group by functions and all these things we have done. Okay. Okay, fine. So any doubt you find that, okay, I still not clear about this. Anyone has got any doubt about, I think this is our sixth session, right? 2, 2, 4, 5, and 6. Yeah. I think this is our sixth session. And any doubt in previous five, do you have right now? If you think of any doubt or you're not clear, just let me know. Otherwise, it's only need a practice. That's all you need to understand everything perfectly, right? All I agree with this.
Yeah, Prashant.
Yeah, basically practice is required for all the things. Now, as you're going in data analytics, there will be some concepts of data warehousing. Have you heard about data warehousing? Did you hear
Yeah,
about
we
it?
heard.
So anybody has got any idea about data warehousing? What
no,
is the meaning of this data warehousing
no
means?
pressure. I'm not aware.
Just a minute, just think about it. Any one line solution, I mean one line description of warehousing. Any one line description can be anyone tell me about data warehousing? Just we are going, I mean, just to understand you because you will be working on all these things later. I mean, this will be covered in mostly in your data analytics part, but I am just giving you a heads up, like, you should know before going to that. Okay, so try to in the half an hour we have to we'll try to work on these things. So anyone has got any idea about data warehousing? Some fair idea.
Basically, with the unstructured data or multiple sets of data, giving it in
Uh-huh.
a structured manner.
Okay, correct. Yes, you're right. So basically, now we have seen the database, right? So database is a kind of collection of all tables. But now organization has got some data like which is there from quite some time, like 10 years, 5 years, right? We have current data as well as we have, previous data also, historical data also, right? So uh, basically, when you are in data analytics, you have to analyze the previous data also, not just current data. So basically, you should know what is the meaning of data warehouse, how it works, like kind of things. So just the overview of that, I'm trying to give you. I am not a data warehousing person as such. Uh, I know mostly I am work on SQL and all. Okay, so but still, you should have fair idea about how things work. How data warehouse works like. So basically, whatever concept we have done so far in SQL, which will be applied in the data warehousing. Okay, so somebody ask you, maybe you will be giving interviews. I'm not sure whether you will be using in your company, your job, or you will be going out for some other jobs. In that case, they will be asking you about all these things, basically. Eh, So basically, so all of you are working, right? Most of you, right? And those want to go for data analytics jobs mostly, right? Most of you. You'll be going as a data analyst or something like that, right? So in that case, you have now knowledge about SQL, how to run the queries on table, how to join table. But you will be working on mostly historical data also, because what they want is like they want to analyze the data from what has happened. Like suppose I have a data of sales of last 5 years, and I want to predict something for the next 1 year, right? Are you clear? What the company will expect from you, like when you are in data analytics, they will ask you to create some graphs on the previous historical data and try to, analyze the data, whatever is already there in the database. But now, database is your current database. Okay, current database means all transactions are happening right now. But you may need the data which is like 1 year back also, right? Right?
Yes,
Or 2 years back, 5 years back data.
Yeah.
So in that case, that won't be stored on the current database what you're working on, because every database has now data where means database is different. We are creating tables for current database. Now you may have some database which is different 1 year back, which is not required right now. I require the data from the my current database. So I don't need a data from the previous year data, right? So in that case, I'll keep the data separately, not in I don't mix that data with my current database. Clear? So that will be kind of, I'll keep it separately. Okay. I don't want to mix this today's data with this thing, whatever data which is 5 years back. Why should I keep the data 5 years back in the current data? I'll keep it separately. So basically, it's the kind of repository of data. So we'll just quickly go through these thing concepts. What is the data warehousing means, right? So basically, it is a kind of repository. Like we have a lot of tables and all these things, right? Now you understood a customer table is there, orders table is there. So definitely warehouse also will have a lot of tables, okay? But those data tables will have a lot of historical data. So just understand this on the concepts of what is data warehouse is kind of, it's a repository of data, okay? And basically it is having, suppose your company is having big company, it has got account department, and you have purchase department, it has got some, inventory department, stock department, finance department, all these things. So every department has got different data, right? And it may be like kind of lot of department will have a lot of other data. So now that data has to be kept in some particular repository, so that you can manipulate all these things like account data, employee data is there. So all the organization will have a lot of data. So basically you have to keep somewhere all this data together and then link those data. Did you understand what you mean by linking the data? Right?
Yeah.
Anyone?
Linking
We
one
are
data
trying
to
to
the
link the tables, right?
yeah.
Like on department number, right? Something like that. So we are trying to department number, on the department number, I'm trying to link the tables, like employee table to department table, right? With department number, right? We have seen that, right? In
Yes,
your,
Prashant. Yes.
we have seen that, right? How to
Yes,
link the
yes.
tables. So
Yeah.
similarly, we can link the tables here also. Like accounts table can be linked to some finance tables. employee tables can be linked. So basically employee data will be there, but now you want to give the salary, create a salary slip, then you have to extract data from the employee table also, then extract data from your finance tables also, right? So those has to be linked. Then you will give able to give link the data and then update the salaries for those employees, right? So some things. So basically, data warehousing contains organizational and transactional data. Okay, transactional means you have all types of transaction, like you know, there will be depends like what are the transactions. Like when you're adding employees, that's a transaction. You are removing employees from the employee table, that is a transaction. Okay, so all these things, will be used as such. Okay. Then what is the EDW? See, these terms you should know on the high, like from, just for your information. These are all the important things because as you will be going in data analytics. So enterprise data. So you can search on web also. You'll find a lot of stuff on the data warehousing. Okay. So I'm just trying to get something which is important. Okay. But you can do whatever search from your side also. Okay. So what is EDW? Is centralized warehousing. Okay. So basically, so what you understand is EDW is kind of a data warehousing where we have all the data from different kind of, departments of companies. We keep the data together basically, and which can be used for analyzing, like, analysis of data basically. That's what you are going to do probably when you go as going as a data analytics. Okay, as an analytic. So basically, it's a EDW. These are the terms basically they use. EDW. Okay, that is enterprise data warehousing. Okay, like ODS. So all these terms you should know. Operational data store is required when OLTP is what? Online transaction processing. Okay, what is meant by OLTP? So these terms has to be, you should know apart from SQL technical things, you should know all these terms also. Okay, operational data store is what? Basically, everything is a data. Data is means tables. You understand what do you mean by data is tables. So you know table structure, you know now how the table in data is stored in records and all these things. Okay. So what data warehouse consists of is all contains tables only. Okay. But that table, number of tables will be very high quantity. I mean, it will be 100 tables or 1,000 tables. You don't know. Depends on the organization. What type of organization it is. If it is a big organization, it may have n number of databases and n number of tables and all these things. So it maybe depends on the how complex the data is and how you're going to do like extract the data from those tables and all these things. Okay. So these things are very important. So like what is data mart? So data mart is subset of data warehouse. Like uh, data mart is what it's kind of not suppose data mart may be particular related to particular sales. So sales will have their own data mart, but it is a part of a data warehouse, which is as a whole. As a whole, data warehouse will contain data about sales, finance, marketing, this. But each department will have their own data warehouse, which is called data mart. Okay, fine. So these are the concepts like data mart, data warehousing. So data warehousing, data mart is kind of subset of data warehouse. So one data warehouse may have a lot of data marts. So sales data may be in one data mart, finance data may be in that one data mart, marketing data will be in one data mart. But if you want to have approach which is like kind of you want a report for considering all the department like sales, finance, marketing, both, all of these departments, then that data will be in the data warehouse. Okay. So are you clear on the like concept of this data mart, data warehouse? Okay, go through, I mean, I'm just going through some basic things. Okay. So that when you go to data analytics part like BI, Power BI, right? Have you heard of Power BI and Tableau?
Yeah.
Right? I believe you will be going to do this Tableau and Power BI also, right?
Yeah,
Uh,
Power BI, we already had classes.
you already had class. Okay, then you
Yeah.
should be knowing all these things, right? And what about Tableau? You're not done.
Tableau, no, only Power BI.
Only Power BI. So I think Power BI will, they must have told you about all this thing, right?
But
Data
the classes were not completed.
We had
Okay,
only two
Only
classes.
2 classes we had.
2 classes. Okay, okay. So basically, these are things which are like, you should know like what is business intelligence. So what do you mean by business intelligence? So basically, what BI we are doing is like kind of gather data and store data, access data, analyze the records. Basically, what we find out from BI. So why do you need BI basically? So BI is like kind of things where we have done business for so many years. I want to get some intelligence out of it. Like try to, analyze the data which already we have done business. Like 5 years, we have been in one company is there in business for 5 years. They have data of 5 years. They have sales data, they have finance data, they have marketing data, everything is there. Now, out of that, those data, I want to see that data and analyze the data, and on that, I can predict something on that. Okay, now my sales was like this. I predict that this year sales may be like this. Okay, so that's called as business intelligence. Uh, so business intelligence is kind of thing where BI application like Power BI, which what it will do is it will try to understand the data which is already there in the past, like history data, and try to predict something on the future, which will involve a lot of statistics. So you know the statistics part of it, right? I mean, have you done any statistics also, like on statistic course or whatever? I mean, you know the statistic terms, right? Uh, some
Yeah.
statistics also
Yeah,
required in this, right?
mean.
Yeah, mean deviation
Yes.
and standard deviation. So all these terms are required. There are a lot of things like I'm not a statistician, but actually in data science, if you are in data science, you should know at least basics of what are the statistics. If you are in data science or data analytics, you should know at least some basic things about statistics like standard distribution. Have you heard about standard distribution, Poisson distribution, right? I mean, these are so you can analyze the data with distribution and accordingly you can predict. Okay, this is the kind of distribution I have for sales in last 5 years. So I predict that same thing will continue in future, right? Did you understand these terms? Standard distribution or Poisson distribution. So that you can just Google it and see. But basically these are the patterns. Basically you can see the graphs of the pattern distribution. Like my sales distribution is like this over the year. That means my peak of the sales was in May. You know, suppose this is a travel industry, you can see the business peak in this April, May. Okay. I mean, travel may be more in this particular month, like May, April, because of school holidays now. So they have seen patterns, something like some sales are going up in this particular month. So we can basically predict on next year how the sales will be on business intelligence, analyzing the previous data of last 1 year, last 5 years, correct? So this comes under business intelligence, which is Power BI. So all these things you will be covering in like kind of Power BI, how to find out, you know, these things. So yeah, as I said, we have data warehouse DB object. What do you mean by DB objects? It's kind of there will be tables, functions, procedures. Basically, see, don't need to go in those deep things. We won't be working on this, but you can have a lot of DB objects. Like you understand schemas. Schemas are tables. Okay, like functions are there. A lot of things. But I mean, for your part, you should know all basic SQL and tables and like DDL, DML, all these commands. Okay. So data map may be subset of this. Okay. Data warehousing. So just what are the type of data marts? Okay. So like dependent. So basically it's a mainly approaches like, so these are like top-down approach. Like first you are creating a data warehousing and out of that you create a data mart. Okay. Out from the data warehousing, you are creating a data mart. That is a top-down approach. So there are other things like top-down approach. Okay, in this case, we are creating a data mart from the data warehouse. So that is called top-down approach. So where you are creating all these things, right? Okay. So we'll quickly go through this. I think you can, these are very simple things, but you should know how it works. Like you can find it all the stuff on the net also, but I'm just trying to put everything together to for understanding. Okay. Like you have data warehousing, then marketing data, you have sales. These are data marts basically. And this is your data warehouse. Okay. See, there are a lot of things like flat files. What do you mean by flat files? Okay. Sometimes you have to put the data, okay, from the flat files like Excel and all. Okay. So you can like create the tables from the Excel also. Okay. So this is called like extract transform. If you heard about ETL, right? Have you heard about ETL? Did you heard about ETL? Extract, transform, and load. So ETL is a kind of separate job actually. ETLs. I don't know any of you are aware of these things. Like we can load the data from the other sources, like flat files. Like, have you heard about web scraping and all? So web scraping is like you can take the data from the web and you can load it in the table, right? So there are n number of things are there which are different technologies, and it's very vast. Everybody is focusing on their own area. So there are a lot of people working around this. Like some people are expert in data, ETLs, like tech transformers, and some people are like SQL developer. They are focusing totally on SQL. Okay, some people are like data warehousing experts. So they are managing data warehousing. Then they are creating some models, data models. Okay, so all these things are having, which are like, specialized in those particular fields, ETL. So are you getting me what I'm telling everyone? Are you understanding, right?
Yes, Prashant.
Because these are things will be in future. If you are in data analytics, you will be coming across all these things, ETL and all these things. So basically, we have to learn ETL also, probably. Like how to load the data in the tables. They'll give you, big files of 1 lakh records, and they ask you to load it in the, tables and all. So basically, there are different specialized jobs, but it's upon your interest what you want to do. Actually, you can learn a lot of things like, you know, we have bottom up approach also in this. Like we have first created data mart, then you merge it with data warehouse. Okay, so first thing is you create a data mart for your particular account department or something. Then you try to put the data mart in the data warehouse. That is called bottom up approach. So these are the things are possible. I mean, these are things which you can do it. You will be coming across, like you will be doing independent data mart. See, there are a lot of things. I'm just trying to give you some overview of these things, how it works. Basically, when you full-fledged, you're doing Power BI courses or Tableau or whatever you are doing, you will be coming practical, you get practical knowledge about how to create the models. So how do you create the models in the sense what? What did you understand? How do you create the models in data Power BI, or did you come across any modeling in Power BI? Anyone?
No.
No, we
Modeling in the
didn't
sense
go till
what?
there,
Okay,
Prashant.
so basically what you're trying to do is you're trying to join the tables, okay, and try to extract the data. So basically in this case, when you're trying to join the tables, you have queries like select something from this table, join on and all that. But in that Power BI and Tableau, you can have GUI which you can click and drag and join the tables. Understood? You have to write the queries basically. If you have department number in employee and department number in DPT table, you can click and drag this table and it will create a join automatically. Okay. Are you clear?
Yeah.
I mean, see, all these things are not, it's a very, I mean, if you have interest, you can download Tableau also on your machine and try to do all these things. Okay, I mean, this is all practice you have to do. I mean, I'm not a Tableau guy, or I'm not a Power BI, but I know something what we can do it and all these things, like how to do. Like, so you can do it whenever you got time, you just download, everything is available. I'm not sure what Power BI, but Tableau is available for learning purpose. I mean, they have a demo database also, like we have in our, online SQL editor. They have demo database. You can just play around with that and try to understand how you are creating a models, how you are joining the tables, by with using GUI and all that. Okay. So that's very interesting actually. It's very easy now because instead of writing queries, you can directly join tables using GUI and just click and drag. So these things are very like, easy nowadays. Like, nobody's using Excel now. Okay, Excel is being used, but now Tableau is one part where you are storing all the day. Now business is using Tableau and Power BI only. Whatever data was in Excel, now it is in Power BI and Tableau. So it's like advanced, going advanced. People are going advanced, like, you know. So those who know Excel, now you can understand, Tableau also, but with some knowledge of SQL, of course. I mean, with some knowledge of tables, SQL, joins, and all this. So now we have enough knowledge about tables, joins, select queries, DML, and all these things. So now you can go ahead with Tableau, Power BI, all this stuff. So you won't have any problems understanding this thing. So your basic knowledge about SQL is now done. I mean, you know how to create queries, how to join tables, what are the fields, what are the records, how to change, how to join, how to create the functions, how to count, group by the function, group by the fields, how to create different link between tables by using, keys. Okay, that's what we have discussed already. So I think, yeah, I mean, you have any doubts in these things? Whatever I have been discussing, or you can ask me your 10 minutes. So if you have any doubts, right? So I'll try to share the documents with you. I think it will get, Kanika will share your documents, okay? And then I don't know what is your next plan on. I mean, what you're going to do next after this. Okay. So basic thing, or ETL, I told you ETL. What is ETL? Is extract, transform, and load. So basically, database is being loaded in the data warehousing using ETL. So it's extracting database from customer database, extracting data from sales database, and it is loading in the data warehousing staging area. Then there is also a staging, and finally there is one ETL which is running, which is loading data in data warehouse. So it's kind of depends on the companies to companies how the complex data is. So they have a lot of databases, and then they'll have some staging database. Then they'll have their final database, which is data warehousing. And they have data marts, which will extract data from data warehousing to each data mart. Okay, so this is somewhat a higher view. Like you can say, it's not in deep, but it is just giving you a higher idea about how it works, how the things work in data analytics. You should know all these things because you will be working in the future about all these things in detail. Basically, this is just an overview, but you will be working more in details like what is ETL, how it works, and how data is loaded in data warehouse, and then how you are using Power BI in such cases, how you are using business intelligence or using on the data warehouse, okay, or the set of database, how you are using BI, business intelligence for creating a graph, all these things. So this is very vast field, okay, and definitely. So basically, how is the data warehouse difference in data warehouse? So you try to, understand from net also, try to Google it and, get some knowledge on this. Even in for SQL, no, SQL editor is very good, which I is PLS and that SQL editor which we have used for understanding. It is very good for, basic things. And for advanced things like for actual, all the commands you can try using this particular, MySQL on PHP. That is very good. That will be giving you all the commands will work in this. Okay, because all the commands will not work in the test database like online editor, but all the commands will work on this particular, you know, this editor. It will work. Okay, so there are a lot of you can if you have any issues, I suggest you to go in these sites like tutorials. If you get stuck up somewhere like you don't know what is the see, there are a lot of things we can do like group by. If you get stuck up in this, you can just query it and then try to find out. You work on your own, and then you can use these things. Okay, it's
And
now easy.
Prashant, can you sorry, can you show the data
Yeah.
types in the same site for SQL?
Come again.
Can you show the data types for SQL in the same site for us to refer?
Data types.
Yes.
I think it is in the one of the slide already I shared with you, right? Whatever is shared with you, or I'll share with you, whatever is there. Everything is there. Okay. So I think last slide I shown in last time, it has got that all those things, right? Varchar. Okay. Then we have
Yes.
decimal. All these things are there. So I'll share. Don't worry about that. I'll share all that with you.
Okay.
Also go through all the lectures. Okay. So whatever I have with me, I will give it to Kanika. I'll share with you. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So if you are not clear about it. So see, data types you mean to say varchar is there, decimal, we have date, data types, all these things. So very simple, like not many. So basically for text we are using varchar, for number decimal we are using in numeric data types. Okay. So yeah, that is that will be there. Okay, it's not opening anyway. So I'll share with you all these things. Okay. So apart from that, any doubt you have? Anyone? So I think most of we have covered the whatever is required for you. Okay, the important things we have covered almost. Okay, so I believe all are comfortable with these things, right? SQL, probably you have to try on your own. Srija, Praveen, Munni.
Yes.
Okay, Rohit. Are you? I mean, you think you are comfortable now in SQL? I mean, at least you can start, practicing. Okay, practicing on
Yeah,
your
Prashant.
practicing on what MySQL. Okay, you already worked on online editor, right?
Yeah.
But try to do everything whenever you get time. Like Saturday, Sunday, you get time, right? Mostly. So try to
Yes.
just 1 hour. You can try all these things. Okay. Whatever we have done in the class, you can just try it on MySQL. Also create tables. You know, right? So any other doubt you have? Otherwise, I think we are done. From my side, I have done. So whatever is there, I'll share it with you and then go through it. Okay.
So there is no class
Okay.
tomorrow.
You have any doubt? You have anything?
There is no class tomorrow, right, Prashant?
No, no, no. Tomorrow won't be class. I think Ranika will update you on what is the further action on that. Right? Who is your coordinator?
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
we'll check with them. And in case while downloading MySQL, if we have any doubts or we want to connect back with you,
okay,
should
so
we
what you can
inform
do is,
Certybox?
I'm not okay. Okay, I'll give you my mail ID.
Hmm?
So in case you have any issues, you can mail me. Okay.
Yeah,
So I'll
that would
just
be
put
helpful.
the chat in the chat what mail that I'm using for these things. So anybody has got, so we can connect in case you are, one on one also. If I get time, I can connect with you like Srija if you have any issues. Okay.
Sure, Prashant. I'll just go through the recordings of last week. If at all I have any doubt, I will get in touch
Yeah,
with you.
yeah. You can send me a mail if it is possible on mail. We'll sort it on mail itself.
Sure, sure.
But still,
Will we be getting any assignments on this? SQL now that it's done.
assignment as such, let me check. If I have something, I can share. But thing is, you try to, do on your own all these things. Assignments like kind of now you have a table structure, right? So I think last time also I told something to do, right? So I think a group by function, how do you find out the number of orders and all? I think already I gave you last time, right? one session back, I think, right? I think you are not there that time. Okay. So let me check if you have something. But mostly, what I suggest is try to do all that whatever is done in the class and try to do something on your own also. Like you imagine something, yeah, okay, I want this report, I want that report. Okay. So in that case, try to like it's like in SQL, in PL SQL editor, you have that orders table. So try to find out who has got more number of orders, like who has got orders which are pending, kind of things, you know, which are lease the customer, those who have got pending orders, lease the customers, those who have got delivered orders. Okay, that kind of things. So such things you can try on your own. I mean, you just try to do on your own what kind of queries you may expect from from your company if you are a data analytics, right? So these things will be used when you will be going for further BI stuff like Power BI and I don't know Power BI and all you will be still doing, right? You're not yet finished. Okay.
We did
Tableau
finish
and
it.
all these things.
We just
Yeah.
started. We had one session or so, but after
Mhm.
that,
Okay.
yeah, that's
Anyway.
when. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. No issues. So Tableau and all these things. That also you'll be doing, right? Tableau and all. Or no? Or you are doing only Power BI? It
Only
depends. Like.
Power BI is included, is what.
Okay, okay. So
Right, Muni?
basically, it is an option. Basically, either you can do
Yes.
Power BI or you can do Tableau. Depends on what core structure you have. Okay. So both has got same type of capabilities, right? But some people may be using Power BI, some people are using Tableau. But your objective is same. Okay, business intelligence. So I think whatever knowledge you have right now is enough for you going for this BI stuff. Okay, BI. So you know tables, you know joins, you know how to join tables, this, that. So you just practice all these things. So I'll just discuss with Kanika. I mean, I don't know. I don't think you will need anything else from me, but in case you require, just we'll see. Otherwise, you can mail me, if you have any queries, no, individual, you can mail me on this mail ID. Okay. So when I get time, I'll just go through it and then you can revert back. You have finding any problem in the installing your this thing, XAMPP and all? Just try to sort out using services. If one thing is, I think somebody has got other than XAMPP. Any of you? Uh, Anybody has downloaded standby database on by some other SQL? SQL, I mean, have you downloaded from MySQL site or something? Anyone? No, no.
No.
Okay. Everybody is having XAMPP only, right?
Yes.
Okay, then no issues. I think XAMPP will work good. No issue. XAMPP is good for basic things and all this. So try all these things on your own. Okay, so I think we are done. And try you do practice and then further course of action you will come to know from your coordinators what you are supposed to do. Okay? Any
Okay.
doubt?
No.
Anyone? You can always query me if you have a doubt. You can query me. I'll send you whatever material I have or something on that. Okay? If you are facing any problem in XAMPP and all that thing.
Sure.
Okay? So that's all right. Everybody's good. Uh, Praveen, Srija,
Yes,
Yes,
Prashant.
Prashant.
Mundi,
Yeah.
Rohit, all are good with SQL, no? Confident, no?
Yes.
Everybody's confident, no? I mean, initially you need practice, a lot of practice. I actually, to be honest, I mean, I have been working for years now. That's why now I can do anything. I mean, not anything, but still I get face problems sometimes also. I mean, it's all experience. Nobody can learn overnight all these things. Okay.
Uh, any questions that, like any app or any suggestion, Prashant,
Okay,
where we can
apps are
pick the
there.
questions and start working on it, different questions
So
for
what you
SQL.
do, there is a SQL editor app on your mobile also. In the just if you go to if you have Play Store, no, there is a SQL editor app is there. If
Okay.
you search on it, what I have been using, no, practice app. So basically, there is some practice app which is called SQL Practice Pro.
Okay.
You just download it. There are a lot of applications, but I think I have used SQL Practice Pro. Okay. Just see that app. You will see a lot of questions on that. Okay. Inner joins, outer join. Even if you are traveling, okay,
Okay.
you can do all these things on your mobile also. So basically, whenever I generally suggest this SQL Practice Pro Learn DB's random API INC app. Okay. Just you can download it and you can try to work on it. So basically, you can fire a queries. Okay, now you see library there. You can see select introduction. You can introduction. You can connect with the this thing also. If you go to that, you see there is a if you download it, there is a monitor. There is an icon called icon monitor. You can click on that. You will see all those queries there, and you can execute the queries. Okay. So a lot of things are there now available. Practice Pro. There, whatever we have learned, no, everything is there. I mean, order by, group by, all these clauses, where conditions, distinct, group by clauses, how to use group by clause. And even you press on execute query, you can, answers, you can see all these things you can try. So there are a lot of things available on the net also. Okay, everybody is okay? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, then we'll
Yeah,
see.
Prashant.
Yeah, so
Okay.
we'll see maybe probably for next course. I don't know which course you are going for, but probably for machine learning and all will be there. If you are doing it, I'm not sure how many of you are doing it. Okay. Otherwise, you discuss with other your coordinators about it. Okay, then so all the best and let's see whether we can meet again.
Sure.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you,
Prashant.
In
Prashant.
case, in case we have some other session for other things like machine learning and all, definitely I'll be there again. Okay.
Okay, Prashant. Thank you.
Thank you so
Okay,
much.
then
Thank you
all the
so much.
best. Thank you very much. Thanks for your. Okay,
Bye bye.
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 Okay, okay, Prashant. Bye.